I think we have played well, very well, and down to 10 men for such a long time to win the game. We have shown what we have shown recently: strength, togetherness, fighting spirit, and in the end we won the game. That's all we could do before the game, and it was very difficult because we were down to 10 men for a long, long time. It was hot, but we did stick together, and even in the end we could have scored some more goals. They had as well chances, of course, but we did the job.
With the red card, is that a frustration? I mean, it's obviously heartbreaking for Lionel, but I mean, is it a frustration for you because it was very reckless, wasn't it?
It looked spectacular, but when you watch it again, it's a bit harsh. But what could we do? Gabriel looks his knee. He overstretched his knee, and we'll have a scan tomorrow. We'll see the damage. Doesn't look honestly too good for next Saturday.
What's your first kind of reaction to the lack of Champions League football for the first time in so long?
I don't know yet because we have not started the Champions League, but it's very sad because for 20 years we were in it, and the first year we will not be in it. It's very strange because for 75 points we are 1 point short, and of course you could look everywhere where we did drop this point. But overall I believe that we played since January in a very difficult environment for different reasons. Some obviously that you know about, and that is very difficult for a group of players to cope with that. And some other reasons where we'll talk about another day. But psychological environment for that group of players was absolutely horrendous, and I'm very proud of what they have done, the way they responded and finished the season.
Unlike in previous years, you didn't join in the lack of appreciation. You're on the touchline.
I wanted the players not to. They've been disturbed enough, you know. I was out there to show respect, but I wanted the players to just have a quiet lap of honor that they deserved.
Does that mean you've not said farewell to the fans?
No, not at all.
Arsene, could we get your reaction to the chants about Stan Kroenke? We've never heard that before. They suggest they want to get out of the club.
I think you respect everybody in life, and I respect Stan Kroenke a lot. I don't think that he's not at fault if he did not reach the Champions League tonight. It's the technical department who is responsible for that, and I don't see what he has to do with that.
And you know him better than us. There's no chance of him getting out of the club from what we've heard this week. He's committed to us.
Look, that's not my problem. I think a club works when everybody does his job, and we live in a society where today everybody has an opinion. People don't stop to talk. They do little and they talk a lot, but that doesn't move the society forward. What moves the society forward is people who work really and talk not too much.
We'll stand here today. We'll stand here today.
Sorry?
We'll stand here today.
I don't know.
Arsene, you talk about the environment being so difficult. Is it the most difficult it's ever been at Arsenal under you, and why is it so difficult now?
I don't know. It has been difficult, yes. If certainly my personal situation has contributed to that, but I should not question. I'm professional. As long as I'm somewhere, I do my job until the last day, and you could not question my love or my loyalty to this club, because I said no to every club in the world to stay here with very restricted finances for years. So I don't understand really why we questioned that commitment.
Should the club listen to Usmanov? Should the club listen to Anish Usmanov? He's got some good things to say. And have you ever met him?
That again is not my problem. You know?
Question here.
Arsenal lost 9 games this season.
Yeah.
Do you think, or which areas do you think Arsenal needs to improve on next season?
Look, I would tell you as well, they won 23. And in the unbeaten year, they won 26, you know, so we're not far away. It's true that we lost too many games, and that's where you will find the point that we missed tonight. But that was down to a period where we were unstable defensively and unsettled mentally as well by the exit, the way it happened against Bayern Munich.
You're saying your future, the talk over your future hasn't helped. Are you saying that should have been sorted sooner, that you wanted that sorted sooner?
You have been at the games,
yeah.
And you cannot say that the environment for the group of players was especially positive, you know. I think.
So why wasn't it sorted sooner? How come it hasn't been sorted sooner than you're saying?
I don't know. I think what is important, we do our job. We are professional people, and a part of being professional is as well to perform when the environment is not positive. So we have not to look there as well as an excuse. But I just say it's a fact. It doesn't help. Maybe at that point
You looked at the team since you switched to a back three. Was there any possibility?
It helped because we were unstable defensively. Yes, I think it helped to redress and to come back with a more defensive stability. Of course, maybe we moved to that fraction too late in the season.
You talked about
Last one here, please, Rob.
To the, to Arsenal over the years. Since you said around February, March that your future was uncertain and you might leave, have you had offers from any other teams in the last few weeks?
Look, my personal situation tonight is not so important. I think I care about this club. Even if I leave one day, I will love this club until the last day of my life, and I want the club to do well, and that's all I care tonight. Is not my personal situation. It's just how well the club responds next season.
Thank you very much.
Are you saying though that you accept? Are you saying that you accept some sort of responsibility with your situation for the general atmosphere that's been around the club?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
But do you think it's a bit unfair? Everyone's talking about the fourth place and Champions League, and Chelsea didn't even play in Europe, and they're the champions now. Maybe this winning run that you have in positive situation at the moment, if you stay, maybe next season will be the one where...
Yes, I think this group of players is good enough to come back, and they have learned a lot. They've learned, they've gone through difficult periods this season, and they bounce back in a very strong way. And I think that will help them absolutely next season. But first, I think we have to keep you have to keep 90% of these players together, and find one or two more players who strengthen the group. But you don't need a lot. You don't need many, but you need maybe top quality.
Last one, guys. Come on, let's organise it.
Back on Dave's point. I mean, it's just, you know, you say about your own personal situation. Is it then important to have clarity sooner rather than later? I mean, is that a regret now that you haven't had that sort of clarity?
No, because if I stay I stop one day, I will still work until the last day of the season, you know. So I think you have to accept that everywhere. I left in some other places when I was at the end of a contract, and I still worked with the same commitment until the last day of my contract.
I mean, you've obviously got another game, the cup final.
Oh. What a subject.
How, you know, I mean, isn't it then therefore important to have clarity before then? You know where I'm coming from, but, you know, surely. I mean, I think you're staying, don't we? So,
look, we won 7 of the last 8 games.
Yeah.
Despite the lack of clarity, you know. So I think we have just to focus to win the next one.
So where did the lack of clarity then affect the team?
I will.
In that bad run in spring.
It's a good question, but
We'll leave it on
I
that.
cannot give you the answer today. I will give you an answer one day,
Yeah.
but not today.
And that's not because of a movement of goalposts as far as you're concerned?
Of what?
It's not a movement of goalposts as far as you're concerned, because the contract's on the table as the season moves on?
No, I don't. I don't understand what you want to hear from me, but my situation will be sorted out soon. So let's prepare for the cup final.
Who are you protecting by not talking today? Who are you protecting by not talking today?
I protect nobody.
So why not say what the problems have been? Because fans want to know why they're not in the Champions League.
Because it's not the moment to speak about some different things. There's nothing bad, you know. Just.
No, but fans are wondering why Arsenal have been there for 20 years. It's not the time to explain it.
Yeah. You want really to use the excuse of the fans to know more? You have to find a different, something different.
Well, yeah, I'd like to know more.
Thanks.
But, I mean,
Matt, come on, we've got to go.
It just seems like the moment to explain it is when we've decided that actually this is how it's finished. What are the reasons for that?
No, it's not the moment. I'm free to decide if it's the moment or not. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.